You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, let's talk about Jets quarterback Mike White. Yeah, so I got to tell you, I've watched every snap that this kid has taken. And I got to tell you, number one, he looks a lot better than Zach Wilson. I mean, look, I was high on Zach Wilson coming out in the draft, but this guy right here has excellent pocket integrity. He's got poise. He's decisive. He identifies the open receiver and he slings it. And this kid, Mike White, and we don't know how this will turn out. But all I will tell you, and I said this when it came to Mac Jones, okay? Mac Jones got in the preseason, went out there, you started watching him on his first drive, and pretty much that quick, you knew this is a starting NFL quarterback. This kid has got poise, he's got pocket integrity, he's got pocket presence, he finds the open receiver, he's accurate, and he slings the ball. And right there, the things that I did like about Mac Jones, and you guys know I'm real high on Mac, I was like, Mac Jones is going to work for the Patriots. Well, the other thing we had heard was the Jets didn't have any offensive weapons, right? No offensive weapons for Zach Wilson. That's one of the reasons Zach Wilson looked bad. Except Mike White has made what offensive weapons the Jets do have work. Just like that. Like a light switch. And look, I'm not saying Zach Wilson's a bust, but there are times he looks completely lost out there. He is very much his strong traits is being able to ad-lib, but the problem is you still have to be able to run an NFL offense. Okay, that means you've got to be able to go through reads and throw the ball in the pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4 in your read, or whatever your reads are. You got to be able to identify defenses. Well, I don't know about that yet. So, number one, Mike White got some badass confidence. He does. And immediately, I like that a lot. Jets Mike White oozes confidence in himself. I should have been the number one overall pick. Oh, God, I love it. I love that. I mean, look. In my opinion, and you don't see it so much now with quarterbacks, you don't. But back in the day, your great quarterbacks had about a hair bit of asshole in them. Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Troy Aikman. I mean, even Brett Favre. They all had that confidence. Boomer Esiason, Bernie Kosar. They just had that little, I walk into the room and I know I'm the man, okay? And look, that's part of being a starting NFL quarterback. The Jets quarterback, Mike White, became an instant sensation when he led the team to a victory over the Cincinnati Bengals 2 weeks ago and might have gotten a win last week against the Colts if he hadn't been sidelined with an injury in the first quarter. White is expected to start against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. And with all the hype around him, he wondered earlier this week why he wasn't considered to be a first-round talent like his teammate Zach Wilson or some of the other quarterbacks who were selected. He was asked why so many teams didn't believe he was a starting quarterback in the league. Anybody feeling the chip on this guy's shoulder? Do we know another quarterback out there that is 20 years plus later still pissed off about where he was selected in the 6th round? That guy right there? Yeah, Mike White's pissed. I mean, think about that a minute. Mike White is pissed that he wasn't a first-round quarterback. Quote, I couldn't tell you. That's definitely the scouting departments across the league and what their interpretation of me is. I have 100% confidence in myself. So if you ask me, I should have been the first overall pick. But that's neither here nor there. That's 4 years ago. I try to get my mind off of that and be in here and now and execute what my job is right now, he said Thursday via PFT. White's confidence is unmatched. He was a 5th-round pick of the Dallas Cowboys in 2018, but was part of roster cuts before the start of the 2019 season. He found himself going to the Jets and being promoted, cut, activated routinely through last year and a half before being thrust into a starting position. The South Florida and Western Kentucky product became the first Jets quarterback since Vinny Testaverde to throw for 400-plus yards in a game when he did it against the Bengals in Week 8. This season, White has 702 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He will have a real test against the Bills, a team that lost to the Jags last week, but only allowed 9 points. Okay, so, and look, I know some Jets fans are excited, to be honest with you, about this quarterback, and I don't blame them. I don't. Okay? Right, wrong, or indifferent, Mike White is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson right now. Okay? We don't know what that means in the future, right? Zach's got a lot of natural talent, and he could ascend past Mike White. He could. But the fact is, Mike White has some tendencies that would lead you to believe Zach Wilson might not get his job back, which seems insane. But the fact is, if this quarterback ends up being consistent, number one, we've got to remember, he was with the Jets last year. It was a pandemic season. Okay? Camps were non-existent. Okay? Preseason games were non-existent. The Jets might have had something with Mike White last year, as scary as it may sound, before they wasted the number 2 overall pick. There was no way for them to be able to know for sure. Okay? But without a doubt, you can tell the fact that this kid's been in the league a couple of 3 years, been in some training camps. You know, he missed last year, but he was in the Dallas Cowboys camp. He was in 1 year the year before. This kid has got some talent. Okay? We don't know. We've seen these odd flash-in-the-pan situations. Tim Rattay had some big games for the Niners back in the day. Kelly Holcomb had some big games back in the day. You just never know. These random games, they get in, and you're like, whoa, who is this guy? And, you know, they just become sort of a backup spot starter kind of guy. We've seen it with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Okay? But this kid is younger, okay? He's 26, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this guy is the guy for sure, but from what I've seen so far, he looks like the best Jets quarterback in a good long while, in my opinion, from what I've seen. I mean, look, Geno Smith and Mark Sanchez did not have the kind of poise that this kid has got in the pocket presence, the ability to move up and down in the pocket, to look and pull the trigger on a receiver. He hit a touchdown pass against the Colts last week, and my jaw dropped. I was like, whoa, he wastes no time. He gunslings it. And I wouldn't even worry about the fact that he's 5-4 on interceptions. There's something about this kid that's got a very 90s quarterback feeling to him. Okay? I like that. We'll have to wait and see. Cannot wait for this game. Cannot wait to see him play. The other day I mentioned about Cam Newton going back to the Panthers. I'm rooting for interesting. Mike White is wildly interesting. I mean, this could be drama in New York. I love watching Boomer and Gio in the mornings. I can't wait. I hope this kid performs, because I got to tell you, when he got hurt the other day, it was devastating. When I was watching it, I was like, oh no, don't be hurt. Because I was like, he would have kept the Jets in that game with the Colts, without a doubt. I mean, he went right down the field. He shredded the Colts defense. I can't wait to see this guy play. Tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. Zach Wilson. Oh, I think we know he's got more talent and more potential than, say, a Josh Rosen right out the gate. But we never know. He might end up on another team. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.